Our story today is the story of the Battle of Jericho, Joshua and the Battle of Jericho. And then after Jericho, and after Gibeah. Jericho is on the other side of the hill here in the valley down below us. When he finished the Battle of Jericho, they failed in the Battle of Ai. After that, they won at the Battle of Ai, and then they continued on. The people of the city of Gibeah decided they would come and make a peace treaty, they were hoping, and a mutual defense treaty with Joshua. And so they came down, they tricked him into making a treaty. Not long after that, the people in the other areas around us, including the Ayalon and those, they came to attack the city of Gibeah, and they decided that they would wipe them out. Well, Joshua honored his treaty, even though it was trickery. He honored the treaty with Gibeah, and he came up over the hill over here. And as he came up to the top, they came during the night. And at sunrise, they started down the hill, and they charged down the hill into the valley, into Gibeah. And in Gibeah, they couldn't see. They couldn't see because the sun was rising behind Joshua. And it really made them afraid. They ran away and they ran into the valley. As they came across the valley, Joshua chased them into the valley, chased them all the way through the valley, crossed the valley over here. And it was an amazing fight because they were running a defensive, retreating battle. Joshua was chasing them, and God got involved. Can you believe that God threw hailstones at the men of Gibeah, but not at the men of Joshua? And so God was throwing hailstones, and it seems like it was a sunshiny day. Well, what in the world was God doing here? We don't really know, but he chased them through the valley, all the way across through here, God chasing them with hailstones. And it says that more of them fell from the hailstones than fell from Joshua. They got up on this hill over here, down into the next valley, which is called the Ayalon. It took a long time to fight that battle. And as they came down the valley of Ayalon, came to the bottom, and they decided to cross over into the Sorek Valley. And there it was getting on at the end of the day. And Joshua says, God, we need to defeat these people today. Could you make the sun stand still, please? And God did it. He made the sun stand still. And the name of the place over there is called Beit Shemesh, because Beit is the Hebrew word for house, and Shemesh is a word for sun. It was as if they were saying, this is where the sun took up residence and lived here. And Joshua continued the battle until the enemy was totally defeated. The defeat of these kings from the southern part of Israel was a complete victory all the way across to the Mediterranean from here. In fact, this battle was the battle which won the entire southern half of Israel, with the exception of Hebron.